Okay, so here's the deal. Allegedly, your girl Blac Chyna, who's dating Rob Kardashian, is, willing to be on Keeping Up with the Kardashians on the E network. But they're going to have to pay big time if they want her on the show. TMZ writes, and I quote, Blac Chyna will make a cameo on Keeping Up with the Kardashians if the price is right. Sources close to Chyna tell us she's looking to meet with Keeping Up with the Kardashian showrunners and negotiate a minor role on the show. Chyna thinks she knows the value of footage showing the relationship between her and Rob's sisters, but she may be overestimating its worth. She wants $1 million. Rob's girlfriend wants even more. A non-exclusive contract because she wants her own reality show, possibly with Rob. Based on what we know, the chances this will happen are way slimmer than Rob. Whoa. So here's the deal. What she's saying is that an appearance fee on the show is worth $1 million in her mind. Now, there's no telling how many episodes she's willing to do for $1 million. And I highly doubt they put her on every episode for a season. I've heard of people on these TV shows getting $20,000 an episode or $80,000. I think Kim Kardashian was allegedly getting 80 grand per episode or something like that from what I heard. I heard that somewhere. Don't hold me to that. I don't remember the actual source. But I got to say this, man, in my personal opinion, my estimations, I don't think she's worth $1 million. You got to understand something. We're talking about basically people putting advertisements on the show, commercials and whatnot, product placement or whatever. I don't think that Blac Chyna's draw as far as how many fans are going to actually watch the show for her, like how many people who follow her on Instagram or whatever are going to actually tune into E because they really want to see Blac Chyna interact with Kimmy Cakes and Chloe and Kylie and Kendall and anybody else in the show, Kris Jenner. I just don't really see people really tuning in for that. I think that when the beef was on and everything was hot, could have possibly worked in her advantage. However, at this point, no, because things have cooled off. Amber Rose is beefing with the family, and then she ended up being pictured with Kim Kardashian. Also, with Blac Chyna's beef with them, basically the way that the Kardashians responded in such a classy sort of way, they kind of said, well, like Kris Jenner, for example, recently just said basically she doesn't even know Blac Chyna like that. I think that's what she said, something to that effect. Like she doesn't, something pretty neutral, basically. The fact that the Kardashians did not feed into it, if they would have fed into it and there were, if there was some real tension on both sides, that's what would sell her being on the show. However, the Kardashians handled it in a very intelligent way. They pretty much ignored her for the most part, if you really think about it. Because I've been reporting on this, and they didn't have much to say about her, which was very smart because, no offense, but compared to the Kardashians, Blac Chyna and Amber Rose and whatnot, and the people who love them so freaking much, and I agree with everything they say, these people are all considered to be pretty much virtually irrelevant as far as the entertainment industry is concerned. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted here. I'm not saying that they're, irrelevant as people and that they don't matter as human beings or anything like that. I'm not saying anything, crazy like that. What I'm saying is that as far as Blac Chyna or Amber Rose is concerned, putting them on television, what would the network get out of that? I heard stuff about Amber Rose is supposed to have her own reality show or at least a talk show or whatever. And it's like, who's going to watch it? If anything, it will probably tank. And that's why TMZ, with them being as deep as they are in the entertainment industry, you got to understand something. TMZ had a reality show that tanked, that they pulled because it just didn't work out too well. It was called The Next 15. And they had this family named the Artiagas, these fine ass sisters. There was 3 of them, and I don't even remember their names, but damn, they were fine as hell. real pretty sisters. Like all three of them were like fine as hell, and the youngest one was like a virgin, and I think she was a singer. The middle one was a model, and the older one was a MILF and a dancer. And I think she's an actress because I saw her on one of those court TV shows where she was sitting in the background. You know how like they have the people behind the plaintiff and the defendant on like shows like Judge Judy or whatever. She was one of those people that were sitting there in the audience, in the background, watching what was transpiring. And those girls were on a show with Harvey from TMZ. And basically, that show didn't even work out. Even with Harvey's help and TMZ being one of the most famous websites on the internet, probably in the world, you know, they couldn't even push the show. So they're talking as insiders, saying that they don't think that this Blac Chyna with the Kardashian thing is going to work out. So with them saying that, I would have to say, yeah, this is just helping to confirm for me what I thought. You got to understand. So she wants a non-exclusive contract so that she can go out and possibly get a show on, just for example, VH1, Bravo, TV One, Oxygen, or some other sort of network. She wants to be flexible. She wants a contract where she can be on the Kardashians TV show, get $1 million, and then turn around and possibly get a show with Rob elsewhere. Hell, if HBO picked them up, just for example. Now that works to her benefit very well. That would be her getting everything that she wants. And you have to aim high, and you have to ask for more than what you think you're going to get. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying though, the network doesn't really get anything out of Blac Chyna being on the damn Keeping Up with the Kardashians show. What ratings is she going to pull in? Who's going to tune in and say, I want to watch the show now because Blac Chyna and Kylie Jenner might pull each other's hair? Nobody thinks anything physical is going to happen. The only way that they'd be able to pull it off is she got into a fight with one of the Kardashian girls. And I would hope to God that would never happen. Because, you know, I love my Kardashian girls. But anyways, this is all my opinion. Let me know what you think about it all below. Do you think that Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna's show would be a hit? I don't. Do you think that Blac Chyna being on Keeping Up with the Kardashians is a good idea and it would increase ratings? I don't. But what do you think about it? Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine. No offense, Blac Chyna. You're a bad chick. Fine as hell. But I just don't see that being a good idea for the network. Meat Magazine.